it's animated.
I don't know. I just thought maybe they found like a super talented
Oh
penguin.
my
And they're
god,
like,
is it animated? Stop. Of course. It's a talented penguin. No, do you know what's funny? It's filmed like a documentary. This is the thing.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna sorry. It's filmed like a documentary, animated.
Yeah.
Cody, he's a surfer. He lives in the Atlantic, so like no waves going on in the Atlantic, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like wanting to surf. There's this massive competition going on in like Hawaii or something. And they go, he enters a surf competition pretty much, and then he finds like the legend he's like always looked up to. There's a rooster that also surfs. It's so ridiculous. Is it recent? No, it's probably like 2010s, maybe early, like late 2000s.
I feel like I should.
I can't believe you haven't watched it.
It does sound familiar.
It's iconic as hell. It's so good. Anyway,
it does sound familiar a little bit.
Sorry, let's go on to the surfing.
Okay.
Surfing. Do you know much about surfing? Tell me more.
Clearly not. No, but surfing has been. I mean, it's always been like a sort of like niche sport. Like it's not like a globally dominated sport.
I wouldn't consider. I don't think a lot of people see it as a sport.
Yeah.
Which is sad because it is. It honestly is.
For sure. Is it in the Olympics?
Yes.
I knew that. I was just testing you, though. Yeah, so basically, surfing up until like the 2008 market crash was like a sport that's up and coming, was on the rise, and then with the United States' market crash, a lot of the brands had to cut ties with the surfers that they were endorsing, and so on and so forth, which is pretty sad. But over the last decade, it's forced surfers to almost like, because there was no money from surfing itself, they had to almost become influencers. So now it's like their main income is through brand partnerships or like sponsorships. But the funny thing is that the sponsorships are not coming from surfing brands now. They're coming from like Dove soap, selling Audi's fucking electric cars. Like, they're literally using surfers as straight influencers at this point.
I don't even know how you would go about that. Do you know what I mean? Because here's the thing. Like, I actually went to a panel at CreatorCon this year in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a girl, I could be wrong with this. No, I don't think I am. She was a surfer, or she, like, her whole life was around, like, the beach and everything like that. And she was getting, like, sent all these products and, like, collabs. And the thing about this is, like, how is this relevant to your brand? What, you know? But then again, like, she had the morals. She had, like, brand morals and, like, her own morals that she's like, okay, how can I link this into what I'm passionate about? And it actually kind of worked. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can find ways. But, like, with the car thing, right? What do you do with your surfboard when you got to travel with your surfboard? Oh, you got to put it on the top of the car. You know, things like that. There you go. You got that. Dove body wash soap. I have no idea. Going after, you just had to surf. Oh, you need to get clean because you're sandy.
But it's also becoming a thing where, like, surfing is not their main personality trait.
Yeah,
so
true.
Like, now they're just an influencer who happens to be surfing kind of thing. Sure, they're really good at it. They're, like, in the top 1%. But, like, they sell Dove in a way where it's not tied to surfing.
I think it's a positive.
Yeah.
Because, okay, here's the thing. I've got positive and negatives about this. It's a positive because we're, one, giving them a platform. And obviously, you know, surfing, I'm not sure about this, but I'm assuming it doesn't rack in as a lot of money as like the NFL does. No. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not a huge sport that's like celebrated and like so much money's going into this thing. Yeah. So it's good for them to, one, get their sport out there, two, get the money and cater that lifestyle and that business.
For sure.
The con to me would be that it's not all about surfing, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, if you're passionate about this and you want to make sure that it links up, maybe surfing needs to, like, yes, it's coming up on the rise, but there's only so much surfing you can do throughout the year.
Yeah. And not just that, like, even like when I go and think of like the major surfing events, like I can really only think of the Olympics. Like, I don't know about a international surfing like World Cup kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's only really the Olympics, and the Olympics is every 4 years. So we've got to have something that like keeps you afloat between every 4 years in the Olympics. Yeah, man, just fucking.
That's terrible.
They keep coming.
But no, it's true. It's true. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think. Do you know what's funny is I don't know if we're just like ignorant that we live in New Zealand and we don't get a lot of waves.
Yeah, I think we do.
We do and we don't. Like, if you think of like maybe some American beaches. What else is big? Hawaii. Obviously, that's probably like an American beach because it's part of America. Duh, Maddie. Anyway, but like things like that, you know, there's places specifically that are known for those massive waves, and it's more celebrated there. Maybe it would be more into like our noggin if we actually
For sure.
were exposed to it more.
Yeah.
But because we're in New Zealand and we suck,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do surf here. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's New Zealand, but.
Pretty sure Maggie surfs in here.
Does she?
think
Go
so.
get Maggie in here.
Yeah.
What are you doing, girl?
But I mean, it just like goes to show you, like, bro, like personal brand is like king. Like, at the
Yeah,
end of the
God,
day,
yeah.
Like, even like, do you know Noah Lyles, the runner, the American
Nope.
runner? He did like the infamous quote last year where he was like, "World champions of what?"
Of what? Of what? Yes, no, I did know
Yeah.
this. Of course I know this. Yes, yes,
So
yes.
he's a track.
I agree with him. Can I just say?
So, yeah, me too. He's a track guy, and like I did not hear of him up until that comment.
Yeah.
And now he's like having one of the biggest Nike sponsorships. Like he's probably like top 15
As he
athletes
should.
on there.
As he
He's
should.
getting his own signature shoe. Like,
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just like, and yes, okay, that comment was about sport.
yeah,
Like it was, but it wasn't really about like his sport or like it wasn't, I don't know how to describe
it showed his personality.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing. People
Yeah.
want to see that. And that's why they get brand deals. And that's why people want to endorse them because it's that personality that comes through. If you have a shit personality, sorry, I don't want to say it like that. But when I say shit, I mean
Boring.
Sorry. I
No.
don't care about boring people either.
Stand
I
up
mean,
business.
I do.
Stand up. Don't be boring.
Sorry. When it comes to brands, businesses, everything like that, they're not going to keep with you. They don't want to collab with you. They don't want to endorse you if you're going to be like, yeah, so today I did this and blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to have that personality. Otherwise, they're not going to want to collab. And that's just how it goes. And like I said, it's awesome that the surfing community gets to have that spotlight on them, especially trying to get that personal brand up there. Because if you think about it, when all those people are watching you, it's going to come time when there's competitions and everything else that sport's just going to get more and more popular. So really, it's just going hand in hand,
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
which is quite cool.
So-
Have you gone surfing?
It's been one of my main bucket list items that
Oh, let's go surfing.
I actually want to do it. I have a big fear of like getting my arm, leg, limb get chopped off. But other than that,
I'm scared about getting into a rip.
what's that?
Rip's like,
Oh, riptide.
yeah.
Running away. That's literally all I
Don't
know.
do that.
I haven't been to a beach this year, I think.
Oh, let's go to the beach. Let's
Yeah.
go to the beach. Ish. Let's go catch a wave.
With that being said, guys, thanks so much for tuning to the podcast. Maddie, do you have any final words? You should tell them about your dating thing.
Oh my God, I'm going on 50 dates with men, women, and myself and random people. I don't know how it's going to go. Don't know how I'm going to do it. But if you want to date me, please.
Tap in, guys.
Not necessarily romantic. Just want to say that
But that's on the table.
it's on the table. But like,
She's playing it down, guys.
give me like a few weeks
Yeah.
to amp myself up for that.
Give it till Thanksgiving.
But yeah.
See you tomorrow. Peace.